It's been a murder mystery for almost 30 years, and now with new leads, police say they're just a few puzzle pieces away from making an arrest in the death of David Malcolm of Ithaca. WENY's Samantha Potter spoke with the deputy chief of IPD today on new leads they hope will close the case. Samantha?
Renata, police have dusted off the box and reopened a cold case from back in 1987. Now, 29 years later, and with new technology, Ithaca police say they're just a few steps away from closing the case and bringing closure to the victim's family.
February 11th, 1987. That was the last time anyone saw 26-year-old David Malcolm of Ithaca alive. The next day, police found his body with multiple stab wounds at this building on Court Street that used to be a Red Cross homeless shelter, the same place David worked.
Well, it was just a tragic event. David was my age, and he was there to help people. His friends had said that, he's very outgoing, very helpful. For his life to be taken the way it was very tragic.
Back in '87, Deputy Chief Monticello says there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute the suspect, so the case closed in '88. Now, almost 30 years later, police reopened the case last September and say they have more than 100 leads.
This case had always been on my mind because I was a street cop back then, a young street cop, and it always was on my mind. That was never closed.
With help from state police and the Tompkins County District Attorney, they've been able to re-interview most of the witnesses and use DNA technology that wasn't available back then.
We came to the same conclusion the investigators came to back in '87, that it was an associate.
Deputy Chief Monticello says a witness described seeing a black male about 5'10" in his early 30s talking to David shortly before he was killed, and says the suspect has ties to the greater Rochester metropolitan area as well as the Buffalo area.
We believe the individual that we've identified now is that same person from back then. We just need a few more pieces of the puzzle.
And like Deputy Chief Monticello mentioned, they're still missing a few pieces of the puzzle. And in order to move the case forward and present it to the district attorney, they need more evidence to build a stronger case, which is why they're asking anyone with information on the case to contact the Ithaca Police Department. Reporting in the studio, Samantha Potter, WENY News.